there, this is Olivia with a new and pretty ambitious playlist where I will not just talk about creative process because I'm always talking about it. This time I want to give you like some steps to follow, and then hopefully you can work on your own and develop this creative process thing I keep talking about. I know it's not so obvious, and what I see is that people usually describe design work in a way that's too superficial or just plain bullshit. For example, I've seen this written somewhere like design is to create something new out of nothing. Like, how do you create something out of nothing? Wait, are you God? Are you? Or people also like to throw around a lot this I was inspired by, which, okay, this one is not totally bullshit, because I just said that you can't create something new out of nothing because you're not God. So yeah, of course, you're always inspired by something, but usually that just means like dumping a lot of pictures on a mood board or on Pinterest, and then what? Are these ideas actually being used, developed, pushed further? Or like, are you just copying someone else's designs with some changes here and there? Or are you just making bad copies of someone else's drawing style? Like, I know that's not what you want, because otherwise you wouldn't be here on this channel with me. But yeah, I know it's not super obvious, and depending on what sort of fashion education you had, if you're coming from an arts background or not, you might have a completely wrong idea. So my example, as I always do, I came from a super technical fashion school, and then if you talk to me about process, I always thought that process was supposed to be kind of like a step-by-step tutorial, like, you know, like a textbook. And then if I ever wanted to innovate, like to design, I would feel super stuck, because obviously the answers were not going to come from a textbook, not just a cutting and sewing textbook, but also not from color theory, you know, that thing where you have like a color wheel and then you try to see, like, you try to get all scientific to figure out what color goes with what. And that's the brilliant thing about a creative process, is that it's not scientific at all, and it also takes this pressure off your shoulders that you have to be super talented, or that you have to kind of like tune into a mystical realm where the muses will come and talk to you and deliver brilliant ideas. Like, there are actual steps that you can follow and feed your imagination, and then kind of play around with the different pieces so that you can kind of like connect the dots and hopefully create something new in the end. I made it super abstract. I am so sorry. But again, let's go back to the part where I said it's not that complicated. It's actually much easier to just get to it and do it than for me to stand here and try to come up with a theory. Stick around for part 1, research. But if you can't wait, check out my website and book a mentorship session to work one-on-one with me. And I'll see you around. Bye.